I was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a stay is.
But hey, what about the
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah,
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the GOAT. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine, you dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. The world changed. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best cursive. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating? Damn, I'm the greatest, but that's unrelated. I either overstay my welcome or I'm underrated. Lately I've been trying to wake sleepers. The fake woke and the gatekeepers. Too shallow for big fish, I stay deeper. We all gotta meet the same reaper and the same maker, even if we never touch the same paper. Made enough for a surplus quotas, but the money brought us much closer. Used to be silent when they load up. Remember that? Now they sit around and upload them. I swear the world changed. I swear to God the world changed. Used to tell her that you love her, now you can't even remember that girl name. I swear to God the world changed. The world changed.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. RP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rack for real. Broski turn into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. I hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. RP to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turn into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block I post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bay. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. But you look at this defense. They come in. down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Second and 6. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And complete to Drake London. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now we'll pause for an injured player. And that's wide receiver Drake London who's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and a couple. Slot man moves right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Falcons at 5 and 6 to start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Matt Judon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He was running by gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough. The Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Ku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, and that'll be incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
From the gun, here's Swift. Gets past one man. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game and leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Murray going to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
16 yards. First down, Arizona.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Cardinals nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here is 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, Robinson. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 18-yard line.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, Swift. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired. There he goes, right side. Shoves him away. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Let's go. Don't let us down. All right, boys, let's keep it up.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one deep for London. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 42 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. Broken tackle. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Second and 12. From the gun, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll mark him down right on the 9, just shy of the 10. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
As a defense, you're more... because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Murray. Complete, it's Dodson. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Scott Miller deep for Atlanta. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And London, the motion man right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Robinson up the middle. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll pitch it to Robinson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
On for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That goes away right there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive in the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out there in the rest of 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 29. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right? To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, Carver. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray now. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're up through the 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 1.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Powers ahead at the 45. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Shotgun now from Murray. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the save. Dietrich Wise Jr. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your... Under pressure, they got him again. Dietrich Wise drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. And he is going to have the Cardinals' 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Here's Murray. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Then he'll go out of of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
On the handoff, this is Swift. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Murray keeps it himself. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now this time, Murray to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You run plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Drop 19! Drop 60!
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
19 tight! 19 tight!
They'll look to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Koo now for the point after. And the lead is now 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This is 1st and 10. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 15. First down, Cardinals.
Murray now on first down. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Eluding the pressure right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Atlanta, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year, and they'll get it.
I should have served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Still plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them. What got them ducking me? Don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4 or 5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. They focus, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean you real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel different. I never feel different. My days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack. Nah.